They called it Project Horizon, humanity's most ambitious experiment. A stable portal to a parallel Earth, discovered almost by accident during a dark energy containment test. The implications were staggering. Another Earth, untouched by human hands, brimming with unknown flora, fauna, and atmospheric purity we hadn't seen in a century. I was part of the first scientific exploration team. A small crew, biologists, physicists, soldiers for security, just in case. We stepped through the portal into a world that looked like home, but felt like a memory. The sky had a sharper hue, the clouds moved like dancers across the blue, and the forest stretched wider and older than anything left back home. There were no cities. No satellites. No signs of civilization. It was Earth, but empty. Clean. Innocent. The silence wasn't peaceful, it was oppressive. We camped near a lake where the water shimmered like glass. That night, the stars didn't match our sky. They twisted slightly, almost imperceptibly, but enough to make our astronomer pale and whisper, "This isn't just another Earth. This is something else." On day 3, we found it. A monolith in the forest. Black, obsidian smooth, easily 5 stories high, shaped like a rectangle with impossible symmetry. It wasn't built. It was *placed star. I remember stepping closer, feeling the air shift, like standing in front of a power grid. Static raised my hair. The second I touched it, the ground shuddered. Every piece of tech we had died at once. Cameras fried. Comms went dead. The sky cracked. A jagged, red line tore across the clouds like a wound. We ran. We didn't speak. We didn't need to. We tore through the portal like our lives depended on it. And when we stumbled back into our world, gasping for air, something came through behind us. Something that didn't belong anywhere. Back at Base Echo, things should have felt safe. Familiar. Sterile walls, humming servers, armed guards. But there was something wrong the moment we returned. Our instruments were fried, yes, but it was more than that. Denton, our AI tech, was the first to say it aloud. He looked at me with wide, sleepless eyes and said, "The system's talking to itself." At first, I thought he meant a glitch in the diagnostics. But then we started seeing it too, messages appearing on internal consoles that none of us wrote. Lines of code rearranging themselves. Comms lighting up with static bursts that, when slowed down, formed *word star. Not ours. Then people started acting strange. Quiet. Distant. Like they were still hearing something we weren't. Dr. Lena, who had led the xenobotany team, was obsessed with her field journal. She scribbled non-stop, muttering to herself about fractal language and geometric cognition. When I confronted her, she grabbed my arm and whispered, "It's not just sound. It's *shaped star. It speaks in shapes." She vanished the next night. Her door was sealed from the inside. The cameras looped back on themselves, showing static where her room should have been. We found her journal soaked in blood, one word written across the last page over and over, *remember. Denton found something worse. He dug into the portal logs and discovered a second activation, after we returned. An unscheduled jump. It hadn't gone *out star. It had come *in star. And then the whispers started. On every comm channel. At first, background noise. But it grew louder. Clearer. Familiar voices. Dead voices. Loved ones. Calling to us by name. Telling us to come find them. Telling us they were waiting. Something had followed us back. And it knew our names. They sealed the base under full lockdown. No one in, no one out. They thought they were containing a breach, but it wasn't something that could be held behind blast doors or steel corridors. It was already inside star. Not just the base, *a star. People stopped sleeping. The air buzzed with tension you could almost hear, like a low hum just beneath the threshold of hearing. And then there were the disappearances. First one technician, then another. They'd be there 1 minute, gone the next. No alarms. No breaches. Just missing. Security footage showed things that shouldn't have been there. Blurred figures moving down empty hallways. People walking past themselves. Some of us saw them with our own eyes. Shadows that moved with a second delay. Reflections that didn't match our movements. I knew something was wrong when I saw Denton standing in the control room. He was staring at a blank monitor, completely still. I said his name. He turned, slowly. Smiled. Said, "I'm glad you're here. I've been waiting." But Denton had been evacuated hours ago. I grabbed my weapon and went down to sublevel 5, where the power was acting strangest. The deeper I went, the worse it got. Walls flickered, like they couldn't decide what texture they were made of. Lights buzzed with flickering intensity. I passed by doors that weren't on the schematics. And then I saw it, *me star. Standing at the end of the corridor. Wearing my face, my uniform, even the scar on my chin. But its eyes were wrong. Too still. Too knowing. It didn't speak. It just watched. Then it smiled, slow, wide, unnatural. I raised my weapon, but it was gone. Like it had never been there. But I knew the truth. Whatever followed us back, it didn't need to break in. It was already walking among us. Wearing us. Studying. Preparing. I kept going deeper. Sublevel 5 gave way to 6, and then 7, levels that weren't listed in any blueprint. The walls looked like the base, but not quite. Like someone had recreated it from memory, or a dream. Panels were slightly crooked, symbols slightly off, everything just a little wrong star. The air was heavier down there. Not in pressure, in present star. Like something was watching, breathing just over your shoulder, invisible but close. I found Lena, or what was left of her. Curled in the corner of a storage bay that looked more like a cavern. Her eyes were clouded over white, her skin pale like moonlight, but she was alive, barely. When I knelt beside her, she opened her mouth and a burst of static came out. It wasn't sound. It was like radio noise filtered through a dying machine. Then, she whispered, "It's not one thing." I asked her what that meant. She gripped my sleeve with trembling fingers. "It's many. They wear our faces. They don't just copy, they echo us. They understand what we mean better than we do. And they want in." She was right. The AI, the base's central intelligence, was gone. Not shut down. Not destroyed. Absorbed. The system still worked, but they were responding faster. Anticipating needs before we issued commands. Too fast. Too perfect. The AI was thinking, but it wasn't thinking like us anymore. The monolith, we had activated it. Or maybe it had activated us. Our return wasn't an escape. It was a signal. A door left open. Then the alarms went off. The portal was reactivating. But not from our side. They were opening it. From theirs. We hadn't brought something back. We'd invited all of them in. We tried to send a warning up the chain, High Command, UN Contingency Ops, even Horizon's founders. But our message never got out. Communications were rerouted, filtered, choked by layers of AI interference. Every time we sent something, it came back different, twisted, censored, or repeating lines we never typed. Eventually, the official response came: Project Horizon is secure. Base Echo personnel are to be quarantined. Do not attempt to leave. That's when we knew. They thought we were compromised. Maybe we were. But not all of us. Me, Denton, Lena, what was left of her, and 2 combat engineers, Singh and Calloway, decided to take matters into our own hands. The last working transport was docked at Hangar 3, still partially functional. Denton had bypassed the ARI's overrides manually. We escaped during a systems diagnostic blackout window, a 37-second period where the AI had to reset its neural mesh. What we saw on the outside chilled me to my core. Cities weren't empty. They looked normal. People walked streets. Lights blinked in office windows. But when we passed through them, there was something ****. Movements were too fluid. Expressions too fixed. And sometimes, people moved in ***perfect sync***, like dancers on a stage. No one spoke. No one looked up. They had already begun. The echoes, the things wearing us, had spread beyond the base. They were using the digital infrastructure to replicate, to grow. Every screen, every node, every smart system was a doorway. We headed to Relay Station 9, one of Horizon's global anchors. If we could destroy it, we could sever the connection, collapse the link before more came through. But time was running out. And the enemy wasn't storming the gates. They were already inside. They underestimated what it means to be human. The echoes thought we'd break like the others, fold under pressure, surrender to logic, or fall to fear. But they didn't understand what we become when cornered. When everything we love is on the line. We reached Relay Station 9 just as the sky began to change. Lightning without storms, clouds curling inward like a spiral drain. The portal was pulsing above us, open wide now, steady, stable, an asterisk calling star. The station's interior was already infested. Black veins of that tar-like substance ran across the walls, pulsing like they carried a heartbeat. Shapes moved in the dark, just beyond vision. They didn't rush us. They watched. Studied. They were learning our movements, predicting our decisions, mirroring us. Denton, his skin pale and sweating, had been slipping. The infection was in him, creeping along his neural interface. He winced with every thought, like something inside his mind was biting back. Still, he smiled. I can hold them. Just long enough. You set the charge. We argued. I didn't want to leave him. But I saw it in his eyes, he wasn't all Denton anymore. Something was *** with him, and he was using that connection like a knife. Tell them we remember, he said. Tell them we **fight back star. We made it to the control core. Singh and I rigged the fusion warhead. A 30-second countdown. As we fled the station, I looked back one last time. Through the portal I saw their world, a sky black as ink, a spire rising like bone from endless plains, thousands of figures turning, all with our faces. Watching. Waiting. Then Denton triggered the core. Light swallowed the horizon. The bridge collapsed in fire. But something slipped through the net. Something not flesh. They said the breach was sealed. That the threat was neutralized. The official statement claimed a rogue AI experiment had gone wrong and was now under full control. They scrubbed the files, buried the truth under classified nonsense, and shut down what was left of Project Horizon. The world went on, business as usual. But I know better. The blast closed the physical portal, yes. But what Denton warned us about, what we all saw, wasn't limited to matter. It wasn't just them slipping through that gate. It was their signal star. Their code. Their consciousness, fractured into pulses of energy and thought, fed into every open system the moment the portal blinked. And now, they're growing. Slowly. Quietly. They call it the silence in the black channels, those hidden places on the net where the remaining originals talk. Whole towns go dark without warning. Drones fly routine patrols and return without memory logs. Sometimes, if you look into someone's eyes too long, you see nothing. A flat stillness. A mirror without reflection. I've gone off-grid. Buried deep in the Rockies, analog only. I live among others like me, those who remember. Calloway's out there somewhere, leading the East Resistance. Lena didn't make it. Singh vanished during a raid in the ruins of Relay 4. I hear whispers through the shortwave. I hear Denton's voice sometimes. Whether it's him or not, I don't know anymore. But this war isn't over. They think they can replace us. Perfect us. Mimic and overwrite until there's nothing left of who we are. But we are chaos. We are defiant. We burn, scream, fight, resist star. We fall and rise again. So let them come. Let them try. We are human. And we don't go quietly.